Okay.
Fuck. Are you trying to kayak or what?
Oh, motherfucker.
Would you step on the carpet?
Okay.
This would have never happened if...
Get
your weak bones out of here. Drink some more milk, bro. Chocolate milk.
You didn't even hear your fucking shit.
Give me a glass of mommy's milkers. Mommy, I want mommy's milkers.
Like 5 minutes.
That's fucking hilarious. Ow!
Eccentric laugh one. Play. Can I get a mommy's milkers? Where's mommy's milkers?
Toes are tickling my leg, yo. Move your toes.
Keep recording.
I haven't moved them.
No, don't. Leave it.
I don't know. I just felt it move.
It's fine. Cold open.
Wait, we're not getting any. We're not getting any beers.
No beers. I didn't get any.
Holy, we're really down bad, eh?
Yeah.
Can we at least steal from the? We gotta pay you.
Do you want a bubbly or do you want?
Can we get one of the display
Yeah,
packs?
You guys didn't pay the
want
bill,
beer.
so you got no beers,
They're
bro.
beers. Just go grab a pack. What the fuck? Why does that hurt so bad?
What did you hit it on?
I don't know. It's something
Like,
very
you should grab two.
difficult.
I don't want
There's
to.
nothing over there.
You don't want a beer at all?
No, I want a beer,
Hey,
but
Marcus,
I don't
can-
want to grab.
Go get it.
Can you go?
No,
up and grab?
you go get them. You go
Rock,
get
paper, scissors. This is good. This is how we'll intro the video. Whoever has to get beers is the loser forever. Okay, let's go.
We'll do 1, 2.
them. No,
Odd one out. How are we gonna do rock paper scissors?
It's just fun, bro. Someone's gonna lose.
Keep going until you're someone's left.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. On scissors, right? Rock, paper. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors.
You guys. All right. I see how it is. All right.
Oh.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Fuck! God damn it!
What a loser. I for sure thought because you thought I had a vape in my hand, I wouldn't pull paper.
You threw it for dramatic effect. Slow that down in slow
I
mo.
literally threw it because I'm like, Patrick's super smart with that type of thing. I thought he would have been like, oh, Bruno's holding a vape. He's either only going to do rock or scissors. He won't do paper. And he didn't fall for
You
it.
underestimated you.
Mariner.
Welcome back to episode fucking, I don't even know anymore, 25 of the Shitpost HQ podcast. All the boys are moody. This is going to be a weird one. Let's get right into it.
Is our moody? We're all synced.
We're all synced right now. Do we have manic Bruno or depressed Bruno? He just yawned. It's over. He's falling asleep on the podcast.
Yeah. Fuck, it's like 12 o'clock over here, boys. Pacific time.
I don't know about this one, bro.
Want trade?
It's too beery for me.
Want trade?
I don't know. I gotta try it again.
Okay, take one sip and then we can trade. I love IPAs.
Dracula, don't steal the show again this time. Come on, buddy.
How do we
How are we
switch?
gonna do this?
How are we doing this?
I'm gonna go.
So the audience.
I'm gonna risk right here. Hold it. Wait. Oh.
Good job. Your meat's back in? Good job, buddy. Don't fuck too hard.
You talking to me?
Yeah. Is your meat back inside?
I don't know.
It's time for the 25th episode of Foreskin Inspection. Everyone present your foreskins.
You're laying in bed with the girl and just go, you won't go back in.
Sorry, hun. The meat's stuck outside.
Since
That would be awful if humans did that.
I feel like since pods haven't been posted lately, I can just say whatever I want.
No, because I'm going to forget to edit it out.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, say
No
whatever you
edits.
want.
Say whatever you want.
What are you gonna say?
Say it. Whatever you say will always be used in the court of law against you in 15 to 20 years when
What are
you're
you
rich.
serious?
You'll pull this up in a resume.
Of course. Absolutely.
No, everything we say is skit.
Okay.
It's a bit.
It's a bit.
Nothing is real.
It's gonna be about a left side versus a right side. Two political parties against each other, and we're all gonna discuss what side is the better side.
We're
Cats
canceled.
versus dogs.
No, that's too serious, bro. I can't do
That is too political.
No way. I'm not picking a side.
They'll end us. They'll end us.
They'll end us.
Cats versus dogs. No shot.
Oh, he's going to town, boys.
Oh my god. Yo, I'm getting PTSD right now. Yo.
I know. Dracula, come here.
Oh, he stopped.
Relax.
Your dog's meat is just hanging out while he knows the cameras are on.
I know.
So he's putting on a show for the
Ew,
cameras.
like,
Yeah, he
stain
won't.
my wall.
He won't. See, he
bring it
brings
back
it back.
over. Don't
He brings it back.
He wants to put on a show, but let him have it.
He literally wants to fuck on camera.
He's a
We
porn
can't
star.
have two podcasts where we watch your dog fuck.
What's the matter? We can have 100 of those.
He's
The
stealing
people
the
love
show.
it.
You literally kicked that fucking rhino away. and he's
Welcome
like,
to the.
He brought it back.
Holy fuck!
Like-
The channel gets terminated. 3 strikes because fucking dog intercourse on the fucking.
Is that allowed?
I don't think so.
There wasn't consent.
Yeah, seek it all the time. Don't you? What's the matter? You don't watch dog porn on YouTube?
My algorithm's full of it.
The rhino didn't consent, so I don't know. Or the rhino.
Yo,
unicorn.
has Richie been on his podcast yet?
No, I want him to be.
Yo, so me and Richie, I think we got in a little rivalry, a little battle.
With foos?
Foosball.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
they're
Richie's
nice.
good. Richie's
Yeah.
good. Right now we're tied 1-1. I think we should do a foosball tournament.
Fuck. How about you guys just face off, bro? You guys just face off.
You guys.
Oh, we can play 2-on-2s.
You need, like,
You guys just play and live stream it.
You need a real foosball table, like the hardcore ones. Like I'm not dissing your foosball table, but like
Straight
I
dissing.
feel like when you get real intense, you'll fucking snap the fucking wood off of that thing.
Yeah.
I saw a sick one. It was in Calgary, in our Airbnb in the basement. It was like wood, like a pool table, just fancy, like
Where?
engraved wood. Calgary.
Okay.
And it had like metal, like soccer as the goalposts, like actual soccer nets. And then there was room behind the nets.
What?
And the way the ball came back is there was slight degree incline in the corners.
Yeah,
so
they
if you
always-
hit it
they always-
behind the net, it would like
They always do
roll
that.
back forward.
They always do that.
No, there's
Like
never
this
room
kind of
behind
one,
the net.
You can't go behind the net. There's just hole.
Wait, behind the net.
Exactly.
This is basketball.
No, it looked
Wait,
like
you can't
soccer
even go
nets.
behind the net in real life soccer, bro. What the fuck is that?
There is the area behind it.
No, there isn't. The net
On a
is the
soccer
outline.
field, there's grass behind it. Like the ball goes out, and
All
it
right,
comes back.
fine,
Somebody
fine,
throws
fine.
it back in. You
Like
know?
hockey.
I was thinking hockey, yeah.
Yeah, I said basketball. You can't go behind the net, but like
True. Why is it? No. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Why was I saying soccer?
why?
It's like a hockey.
Are you asking why you can't go behind the net in soccer?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yo, do you play ping pong? You're Romanian.
No. Never played ping
All
pong.
right.
We should start playing ping pong again.
Ping pong, honestly, man. You can I could build up a sweat playing that game.
Yeah.
Not a sport.
Bruno
Bro,
wishes.
isn't it?
Bruno wishes.
Bro, you just picked the wrong side.
Oh, I can't.
Our huge ping pong audience is gonna slaughter you in the comment section.
Isn't it in the Olympics?
Is it?
Didn't you at one point bet at like 3 a.m. like
Yeah, always.
U13 women's ping pong or something?
Yeah.
That's how Bruno made his money, betting on U16 women's soccer and U13 women's ping pong. Holy fuck. It is crazy how like deep the betting web goes. Like you're telling me those parents aren't fixing their games? Like, honey, I put our entire mortgage. You better not let's say your kid's the best kid on the team. Like, honey, we have 200,000 euros on this thing. Can we fucking not win? Thanks.
Canadian Soccer League was banned from like Vegas for a long time.
What?
Yeah.
For like sussy shit?
Like the CSL. Yeah. For what's it called? Fixing. Yeah, there's like videos. You can find videos on YouTube of like, I think it was like a goalie. Like they were up, like this team was dominating them and they were up. Then all of a sudden this goalie completely does like the two stupidest tackles, like
Just super obvious.
like hyper obvious
Yeah.
at like the last 2 minutes or something like that. If I remember clearly, it's like very obvious that he's like fixing it. Like it's just like what he's doing is like there's no reason for like it was just so outlandish. And then there was a whole background in it, and then they started doing more research and investigation, and then they just banned it completely. That's when you know it's serious, when it's banned from like Vegas, when they're like, nah, we're not dealing with that anymore.
Man, talking about soccer, man. I wanna start playing soccer. I've been
Why?
watching this man, this guy on YouTube, J Football TV. Shout out, yo, he's sick.
What does he do?
He's like really good.
You don't
He's
know
like,
J Football TV?
Yo, you don't know J Football TV, bro? Let me tell you about him. He's really good. He's like a pro. I think he's pro. He's a soccer player, Korean guy. He wears a GoPro on his head, so it's first person soccer.
So he's actually playing.
Yeah, him playing. Yeah,
Oh.
but in first person, so you get to see him like deke people out, use different moves, and looks fun. And every time I watch the video, I'm like, yo, I bet I could do that. But no shot. This guy's got the best touches ever from full field.
Do they do that with basketball too?
No, but I want to start doing that. Like every time we
Yeah, why
pick
not?
up, I'll just put a GoPro on my dumbass head.
On your head or even chest, maybe chest.
Yeah.
Because when you're dribbling, I don't know.
Yeah, true.
You don't play aggressive, you shoot a lot, so like it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's the worry, right?
Stop.
Like going up for a rebound with a GoPro on your head, that thing's going flying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
your
there's-
basketball is a bit more contact.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it's supposed to be somewhat durable, but
Yeah, what if he wants to head the ball?
He can't. So there's some times where he's like, oh, I can't hit it.
No
like
way.
There'd be a corner. He's like, I can't hit it because of GoPro. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. But he's sick. He's really good.
Does the team get cheesed because of that? Like,
No, he's like always like the star, man. Like,
really?
oh, okay.
well, he only shows his highlights, but I swear he scores every game.
I actually.
And
Wait, go ahead.
then I started watching futsal.
What is futsal?
That's sick.
Yo, I think it's most popular in Brazil or is it Portugal?
Europe, bro.
Yeah, all of Europe,
it's like
whatever.
huge.
But it's like NBA blacktop, but for soccer. So it's like a smaller field,
Yeah.
like walls around, and way smaller nets. And because everything's smaller, the players rely on their skills. So they do like super cool like tricks. Like it's like N1 version of basketball,
Oh, that's
basically.
sick.
Yeah,
Or the big three.
or the big three.
Yeah.
Damn.
Everyone loves watching the big three.
What's the big three?
You don't know Ice Cube's the big three?
Oh, what is this? I'm so out of it.
Ice Cube?
What is Ice Cube's the big three?
Ice Cube's the big three. Is it not Ice Cube? Maybe it is Ice Cube. It's definitely Ice
Ice-T.
Cube. It's just like retired NBA players that play 3-on-3.
Oh, I think I
that's
have
cool.
heard about that actually.
Yeah. But I don't know what's up with it right now. I don't know. It's always these people try and compete with like the main sport to see if they can do something out of it, and it never works.
Dude,
Like,
I love watching like I don't know why. Like why do I enjoy watching like amateur sport or like
You do?
normal people play sports? Sometimes, yeah. Like I'll watch the fucking the T-Jazz videos or like whatever, like the Hoopers versus Nerds. Like those are such bad videos, but like it's just fucking fun to see them play.
Okay, best high school gym class sports games. Like he got me thinking. Like I loved playing like little soccer in the gym on like the very small court, and it's just like boom, balls going back and forth,
Yep.
goals are happening nonstop,
Yep.
as opposed to full size field like slower play.
So
for me,
my
it's basketball.
really
Or no, fuck. Dodgeball, bro.
yes,
Dodgeball.
Ultimate
Dodgeball's
game.
great, yeah.
Absolute ultimate game. Any variation.
Yep.
Ultimate game.
I actually even really liked kickball.
Kickball was fun.
Yeah.
Kickball was fun. I think my favorite was it more of an activity than a sport, but you guys remember the fucking big parachute thing? Or was that like only niche poor public schools?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have
you
like
put
a
a ball in
shot-
the middle and then
Not even a ball, like you would just like all the kids would hold it out and then like you'd make it's like like it would do weird
You
things
go
with
underneath it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And all the kids would make out with the teacher. Oh, it's just me. But yeah, that parachute thing was sick as fuck.
But when you're allowed to go on top of it, that was when it was sick.
Wait, you
Everyone's
go-
shaking it.
Oh yes,
Yeah, but
that
you're
was,
on the ground, but like the thing's just fucking shaking.
that
everywhere.
was yes, that was sick as
That was the
fuck.
best when you're allowed to go on top. Yeah, going
There's
under
like
is
tag
cool, but-
games and shit. Fuck. I kind of want to watch some. Just want to watch some videos of some kids playing with a parachute. Like,
Just go visit
why is
your
that
local.
sus?
Just go visit your local school.
Go
Yeah,
buy
I'm just here to
one.
watch. I'm just here to watch.
Buy one and take it to the kids at recess.
You guys want to play with me?
Going to the parachute.
Holy fuck. Be fun though.
You put on like an it mask.
What was your favorite high school gym? Dude, I fucking went hard in high school gym, man.
Oh, yeah, I
it was
did.
the best class.
I took it every
I
year.
took high school gym over a spare.
I took gym every year.
Me too,
Oh, yeah.
every year.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
took
yeah.
it over a spare.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. A spare?
Yeah,
I would never sacrifice a spare for a gym.
Yeah, facts.
every time.
I think I stopped taking gym in like grade 10, to be honest.
Same.
I think it just stopped being available as
lame.
well. Like, I don't think it was available for us anymore.
I was sad when
I
after
don't-
high school there was no more gym.
Yeah, I generally don't remember grade 11 or 12 gym.
There was no gym in grade 11.
I think in grade 11 I had gym and fitness class.
Oh,
No,
Power
One
Fit?
is
Yeah.
just in
I-
the gym.
It was
the
just an
workout
elective.
room.
Yeah.
No,
you
no,
take
no.
it.
I switched gym and I went to bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did. I remember that.
Yo, is that not kind of sick though that we had like we just worked out for an hour and that was our class?
It's called Power Fit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like teaching you how to work.
Yeah.
They're teaching you how to work out. It was
That's-
good. It's
that's a
like
cool
very,
class, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Of course, they should have mandatory.
Yeah.
It should be mandatory.
Oh, relax. What are you saying? What are you saying?
Yo,
Elaborate on that?
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Body positive. Body positive.
Oh,
you guys
Okay.
remember in middle school when you had that 15-minute, they play a song through the PA system and you had to just get up and move
And make out with the
dance?
teacher? Yeah, every time.
This guy really wants to make out with the
Korean
teacher.
national anthem, of course.
Public school was so much different than Catholic school because you guys all went to public schools, right?
Yeah.
Catholic.
You went to Catholic school? Oh, really?
Only me and Mike are dirty public school kids.
So you never walked to mass?
No, I didn't walk to
What?
fucking mass.
What the hell is math? What class is that,
Catholic
bro?
schools literally sound like a fucking joke.
It's called math.
Dude, when there was a mass, me and Matt went to Tim Hortons. And
Isn't it jokes how only Catholics, like why is there no Muslim schools?
How's that even legal, bro?
Yeah, how is that legal? How the fuck are Catholic schools legal? Oh, this is our school and build it, and then Catholic people
Well,
can
no,
only go
like
there.
regular kids can't go there. You know that. Like you
You
have
have to get baptized, yeah.
You have to be baptized, or your parents have to be baptized. There has to be like
What
some.
if you just lie?
my parents,
Everyone lies.
My parents
No,
faked
you can't.
my baptism
They-
to get me
they
into
dunked you in blood.
Catholic, elementary school.
You're not.
Yeah.
You're not. Your sins are dirty.
Your sins are dirty.
You're still sin. You have you carry original sin. All of you carry original sin.
Is that what it is?
I'm OG, bro.
Yeah.
Original sin.
Okay, don't
Carrie's original gun.
do not fact check me.
Classic guy with a cross pendant.
Yeah.
Average cross pendant enjoyer.
Don't quote me, but until you get baptized, you carry the original sin of Adam and Eve. Yeah.
And then they bathe you in the secret water.
Yeah, I use that as for supersets on my back.
I could be wrong. I think that it's so weird how much like Catholic
Mumbo jumbo.
yeah, what do you want to call it? Like, still resonates in my mind. Like, I was talking to my boss, and I was like, oh, I have like one last meeting we got to talk about. And he's just like, okay, it's just like the Revelations. And he like got that joke, but I was like, why did I make that joke?
I would not have.
Why did he
that.
reference the
fuck is
Call of
that?
Duty map? Not the zombies map or whatever.
Revelations is like the last book in the Bible. Yeah.
Damn. So no, yeah. So what else was it about Catholic schools?
Yo, wait, do they have Catholic schools in the
Yeah,
USA?
yeah. Same thing.
It's the same? Okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Like, there's like
I
that
was
whole.
trying to make a joke, but I came up with nothing. I think there's a good joke to be made with that. Do they have Catholic schools in the States? I just can't think of it. They have gun schools in the States.
Boo.
Boo. Gun control.
Yeah, no. We had to take religion all throughout grade 9 and 12. And like,
that
I remember
suck.
like grade 12 was world religion. So they like took you
But
to
you only learn about one religion?
No, world religion.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they like taught you about like I don't know. We went to a mosque. We went to like all those other, I don't know, places of teaching.
Hindu temple.
I'm not even gonna try and pretend like I was
Mosque,
paying
church,
attention.
temple,
Hindu temple, yeah.
Yeah, Hindu temple, all those places, and
pyramid.
Hooters.
Yeah,
That's a place where white Christian men go to praise the Lord. We're at Hooters.
but yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, no, like, yeah, the Easter Mass.
Did you have to pray
What is
every
mass?
day?
Okay, what is mass?
Okay, Mass
You guys
is
don't know.
like church. When a church is Mass.
So you went to church every day?
Mass is
No.
nothing.
Mass is just,
Mass is going to Tim Hortons for him. What is mass?
Everybody just gathers in the gym
yeah.
or whatever. Everyone sits on chairs, or if it was elementary school, everyone's squatting on the floor. And then
We just sit on the
the
floor.
one like
Who's the
crew-
priest kissing?
The priest comes in. He's probably wheeled in the altar. He's doing the
YMCA?
yeah, the YMCA.
My favorite was the Easter Mass where like the grade 6s and 7s, I think it was, had to we had like this like tarp and we had a light shining behind, and then we reenacted like the
Stations of the Cross.
yeah, and I remember it was a shit show in the back. Like, we were fucking around so much.
You were in the play?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was in the
either
play.
like a whole grade did it, or that there was like I was part of the like.
You did this. So
I was
this is-
part of the
yo,
like. There was
no
like
one-
6 people or something.
None
that
of these
like
teachers have an original thought. They all just copy from each other, eh?
we would just go up and like you would read like whatever passages and shit like to the whole like school like.
Yeah.
Ours was like, there was one person reading off a microphone while we were doing all like the reenactments behind this tarp.
I would
Like,
not be able to fucking read in front of the whole class. I would not make a mistake.
It was
Fuck
always
that.
the best reader in class.
Yeah,
right?
it has to be the
whole
best reader.
school, man. The whole school.
Yeah, the whole school, yeah.
Wait, what? Yeah, in front of the whole school. Yeah.
Yeah, like there was like 6 or something, 7 of us that were like, and I only did it because you got to skip class occasionally and go sit in a room for 15 minutes and like just fuck around.
1,000%.
And then all you had to do is we already had the passages, and then you would like go up one by one and read like a paragraph, and then go sit down.
Dude,
The next guy reads up.
The best.
Same thing.
Yeah, they would
You guys
like.
called it mass. We had assemblies, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Public school, baby.
yeah. Just to go back on that, exactly what you said. Like, I remember because I was a shithead. Like, I didn't care to do it. It was just they'd be like, "Oh, we'll take you out every like 45 minutes out of like your third whatever the fuck, like science or history, to go to the gym and then do this." And it's just like, yo, you're pretty much giving me like a 4th recess that's 45 minutes long,
Bro,
I was like, say less.
But
Remember
they,
when-
they only let the kids who were like doing well be part of this.
Really, they didn't fuck. They
Like,
let me.
so like
They let
it was
Bruno.
all the kids who were like
They let me-
smart
they
and could
let
like,
me.
leave class and be totally fine.
I hope my
They wouldn't
teacher.
let the
I hope my
random
teachers
schlub.
watch this and remember that. Fuck.
Yo, did you do track and field in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when
Number
you could
3 and
like
everything.
leave class like, or did you? what,
yeah.
like halfway through the day, or you went to
Yeah.
first period and you'd leave to go to track and field?
Or even sports, man. Like there was nothing
any
sicker
sport.
than
Oh.
leaving early because I have a basketball game.
Yeah.
That's such a flex.
Dude, you
like,
walk out-
sorry,
you-
miss. I got to get the fuck out of here. We're facing the Lancers.
You walk out of class cool as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And if it was a home game, everyone would finish class, and then they'd come watch the game.
And all the bros are like in like your class. So like everyone gets up after walk out their
yeah.
class.
Because you were in a Catholic school, you never got to challenge me 2-time Knights of Columbus representative of
Free
Blessed
throw
Sacrament. Yeah. Oh, you like it resonates in
heard
your
of
me-
this. I've heard about
You
this.
heard about this, yeah.
Transition.
Position.
So what
think I got
else?
that
What
one.
other case? I'm trying to think about.
Well, you
Public
re-
versus Catholic.
You really just cut me off like that, eh? Just casually cut me off.
Yeah, fuck
Well, you
whatever
just said that you were
saying.
going to win the Knights of Columbus free throws, and I don't want to go down that road because I couldn't have beat you. So it's an infinitely imaginary scenario.
Some more context. Bruno doesn't really play basketball, and now this brings me back to the one festival we went to, or whatever. What was it? Street
I'll
party
never forget
festival,
it.
whatever.
See, okay, pause. Before anyone says anything,
Big cheese.
I'm not good at basketball, but I'll always make the shot that needs to be made. And it's
Guy is lying
hilarious.
for sure.
No, for sure.
No,
The
it's
shot that
not.
needs to be made shouldn't be in your hands, bro.
Give me the ball.
This guy is so cheese. This is like, look how mad he is
I'm
right
mad,
now.
bro. I'm seething. I'm
Even
crushing
in-
my can in my hands.
Oh man. Okay, talk about the fucking time I dummied you guys, and I still have
I
that.
don't want to talk about
Pikachu.
it. Mike can talk about it.
So I was there. Patrick was there. Bruno was there. Our other friend Cisco was there, and me, Patrick, and Cisco, we play basketball decently, like or we play okay, you know,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
our
we're
level.
fine.
We can hit some shots. So we're at this fair, and then they have one of those games where it's like you hit a free throw, you hit one free throw and you win a big stuffy, right?
Yeah.
So I go up and I get $5 for 3 shots or whatever, $10 for 3 shots maybe.
No,
think so,
it was
yeah.
$5 for 3 shots.
$5 for 3 shots. I'm shooting, I'm like, all right, I'll hit this, no problem. Like I'll get one to feel it out.
I think you're having a false memory. I think did I not first do it and then everyone else tried doing it because I hit my
I feel
shot?
like you went last because you saw all of us lose.
No. I think I went first.
Did you?
I shot, got it in, and then you guys are all like, "What the fuck?"
And we're like, it's easy. And then we all missed.
And then I think Patrick was looking for an ATM at one point, like absolutely frustrated after 19 shots.
I think I did two or three tries, right?
yeah.
I tried twice.
Which, in hindsight, I should have just spent $100.
Yeah, I would.
I should have not lost.
I can't lose to Bruno, bro. Bruno hits. I go. I play my first $5 and I lose. I'm like, bro, no way I can
You
fucking
hit
lose to
one?
Bruno.
And they couldn't hit any?
Yeah. Nothing.
I am the greatest
It's-
free
it's-
throw shot maker of all
So
time.
to be fair, those Carney games, the rims are like oval and shit.
You can
Did
make
you
as
just call
many-
them carnies
you
or
can-
humans, bro?
You can make as many
shit.
excuses.
Carney canceled.
I saw a video that broke it down. He just said it's a higher and farther than everyone's the normal.
No, higher, farther. The rim is also like oblong shaped. It's not a circle. it's
And
an
ours
oval.
wasn't that far. Like it was
No, it
like,
was not that far.
Yeah, it wasn't the super far ones. It was like decently close, but the ball was probably like super inflated. And the rim is
Yeah,
like
the
same
ball
shit.
is super bouncy.
Yeah.
I just
uh,
see and hear a lot of complaining around me. It's so bouncy. Just don't aim for the rim. Get
score.
a net. Get net. Like
guy-
I did.
this
I
guy-
shot all net and I fucking took a Pikachu home while I watched you
sick
guys running
Pikachu.
a sick Pikachu.
We're all jealous of that thing.
And you guys are all just like sick. Like this, it was big. It's bigger than this Snorlax right here. It's
Yeah.
massive.
You still have it?
Yeah, I do. It's at
Bring
my
it.
parents.
Bring it here.
Yeah.
I'll keep it. Okay. It's sick, actually.
You're
Bring it to your condo.
I'll look at it every time and I'll be mad.
Forever rage. Forever
I'll
rage.
kick it every day.
Patrick will take care of it. You kick it every day.
I'll wake up and I kick Pikachu. Yeah, I'll put him in the corner of the downstairs living room. That'd be sick as fuck.
Well, yeah, I should do that. Yeah, I'll bring him.
Yeah, if he's just
I
doing nothing.
actually have no spot for him. Like he's just lonely there. He's just a great
No,
memory.
he would look sick in your place though. A giant Pikachu would look sick
He'd
in
be out
your
of place,
place.
but it'd be
Just on the
sick.
couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the couch. That would be sick. Bring
Yeah,
him in.
why
If
not?
the-
What the fuck?
if
It's
the-
just-
If the vibe doesn't sit right, then bring it here. I'll
Okay.
take it for sure.
Bro, how sick are those things? Like, what do you even call those? Those like street festivals? Like when they close, I don't
like
know if it
buskers
happens
festivals?
in like other cities, but like when they close down a street and then just have vendors on the street.
Yeah.
Usually it's a lot of food, some carnival games, whatever it is.
I love that.
Those are
shit.
so fun.
It's Niagara Falls. It's the city that's always alive.
Was it Niagara Falls?
Niagara
Yeah.
Schmalls.
Then I heard it's the city that never sleeps, right?
Yeah.
Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada.
Except when they turn off the falls.
Yeah, true.
This is every night they turn off the falls.
Turn off the falls, turn off the CN Tower.
Drain it.
Yeah.
Drain the falls.
They got to do a reset, right? They got to like the
Factory
water
reset the falls.
water starts just like bubbling at the bottom, right? Just clean it out.
It's just like a hot tub, right?
Yeah.
Niagara Falls is just a giant hot tub made by aliens. Turn the jets off. Turn the jets off.
Yo, did you guys ever do that tour at Niagara Falls where like they tell you the history of people that tried to go over the falls?
No, because I
No.
don't care. But it sounds sick, actually.
Well, I went to it. It was kind of sick. Like the first person that ever did it was in like a barrel, like a wooden barrel, old as shit, like
It's fucking ridiculous.
18 or 1900s. Yeah, and they went over the falls.
And
I
they
think
survived?
I think they survived.
Yeah, they survived. That's like a whole meme.
And it's
like
like meme because they survived.
Primitive, like jackass. Just like,
Yeah.
hey guys, I'm gonna go off this waterfall, 100-foot fall in a barrel, and then let's go.
Did you guys ever do Lady of the Mist?
No, I always
Yeah,
wanted
I
to.
Yeah,
Made of the Mist.
Oh,
Did you just misgender?
Made.
Yeah, it's
Lady of-
actually, I don't know.
Person
They
of the
don't
Mist?
Yeah, Person of the Mist.
Person of the Mist.
They
Person
need
of the Mist.
to
Person of the Mist.
They should
It's called
change it,
Made
yes.
of the Mist.
Person of
No, it should be Person of the Mist.
All right.
We should file a complaint.
holy shut down Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Start standing out
They
there
have
with
to
signs.
burn all their old merch.
Holy crap.
It is fun though, eh? When
It
you
is.
get wet, like you put that plastic.
I
rain
absolutely.
poncho
So
on.
I went there with my family on my birthday last year, and my mom really wanted to go, but it was like we had a dinner and everything, and I was trying to tell my mom, I'm like, I would love to take you down there because she really wanted to do it, but I'm like, we're gonna go to dinner soaked.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm not talking like she's like, no, we'll be fine, we'll dry off. It's a hot day. I'm like, yeah, no, it's not getting like a sprinkler on you walking by. Like I remember when I did it in grade 9, I was like, we were like joking about like how like wet we were. We
You
were
didn't get
like
the ponchos?
we did use
Doesn't
the
help.
ponchos, but it
Ugh.
doesn't help, man. You get wrecked unless you're freaking like hiding in a corner. What's the freaking point of that?
Yeah.
Did you get wet or no?
I don't remember. I was a kid.
Yeah, you probably got wet. And you probably
I don't
didn't care.
remember being. I don't remember either.
Really? I did it in grade. Well, we did it for our grade 9 field trip, and I remember we all did it. And I
That's
remember,
sick. Catholic school, more budget.
Yeah.
Public schools don't do Made of the Mist.
No.
yo, they
should
let
go
it.
do it.
They
That,
let
that
us.
reminds me of.
They let
like,
us.
some-
They let us just like we went to the. So when we did our Niagara Falls trip, we walked the strip. We did the Lady of the Mist. We did like the little mini CN Tower, and then they gave us 3 hours to do whatever we want.
Sky Needle.
Yeah.
What grade were you in?
9.
They just let you walk around?
Yeah.
That's sick
That's
as fuck.
supervision.
So
Yeah, with no
dangerous.
supervision.
Yeah.
That's a big
That actually is a
liability.
huge liability. for
Yeah.
school. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, they
Around
have,
the city,
Well,
holy
they,
fuck.
well, they you sign your papers, right? Like they.
They just don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty much like if your kid gets fucked, it's not our fault.
But back then
Oh,
we
yeah,
could do that
sure.
shit, you know.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I was gonna say grade 8. Did you guys go? Probably not you guys. To Mount Mary.
I've heard about
Yeah,
iconic
man.
Mount Mary.
Oh,
What the fuck is that?
so
Mount-
many
yeah, it's-
girls
it's
in
like-
PJs. So
like-
many girls in PJs.
Oh, it was overnight.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't
Watching-
know where it was. I
Wait,
don't
grade
remember.
6? Dude.
No, grade 8.
Grade 8.
Should we go,
or
should we go
7.
spook Mount Mary? Should we hide in the trenches with fucking
You want
ghillie
to?
suit and scare the
Is
fuck
she
out of children?
bloody?
No, it was
Bloody
that was
Mary?
like that was like the first time. That was like what it feels like to go on like a Euro trip or something as a child.
Yeah,
like you always
yeah.
do your little trips and your getaways, but to be like away with your whole class like overnight.
Just sleeping in bunks in like
Yeah.
what looks like prison cells, like
Yeah.
prison rooms.
Literally, it was
Where
like
it's
an-
just bunk beds. Like it looks like a hospital wing.
yeah.
That's so
Like literally, it was like a hostel. Like there was like showers. Like you were showering with like all your buddies in like these like little like 4 showers. I still remember like 4 showers with like sinks. I remember I was like, man,
No dividers.
no, like there was.
I do
There
remember
was-
that being like a boys trip. Like all the boys in the washroom like fucking around, like
Dude,
throwing like
literally.
spitballs and shit.
Some-
Because they kept you away from the girls, right?
Someone,
Obviously.
yeah, someone takes a shit. You just like, woo, yo. But they, it was cool. At least the way they did it with us is like the teachers kind of knew who the cliques were, so they tried bunking them as closely together.
That's cool. That's based.
Yeah. So, but like we were
Good
like
W
we,
teachers,
we
W
were like
teachers.
in the bad crew. So like, and we had extra supervision. Because when we were like talking about it, like, yo, were the teachers always like? Because I'm like a heavy but light sleeper. And I remember being woken up like 10 times to my fucking teacher like checking because they're just like they have notorious of kids like sneaking out and
yeah.
fucking around and doing shit. So it's super notorious. So like our teacher had high alert on us. I remember being waken up like 6 times to like a door opening and being like, what the fuck? But I was like, but the whole experience was fun. It was
Do you remember doing the walk with Jesus?
no.
That was just you and the
what?
priest.
Walk on water?
You know what I was mad
Just
about?
walk on water.
You know what I was mad about? What was the last game you played? It was like tag, wasn't it? Or what was it?
Kiss the priest.
I don't know,
No,
but-
it was like what's the tag where it's like you let everyone out and then you have like four or five
Freeze
people.
tag.
Jesus tag.
It's like freeze tag, but like it wasn't freeze tag. It was like
Jailbreak.
you were out instantly.
Cops around.
Cops and robbers.
Maybe, I don't know. But I just remember it was like fucking 45 of us and it's like, all right, there's gonna be everyone's gonna like run onto this whole property and you can like hide until like you get tagged and then you're it. and like last one standing wins. And I remember being, but like it was literally like zombies, but it was like, oh, but 5 of you are automatically gonna be it. I was like, that's not fun. I want to run around and hide and do fuck shit. And they knew that I was a shithead, so they made me be like one of the fucking zombies at the fucking beginning. And I was like,
So you guys never went to like overnight camps, like summer camps?
No.
There was I think there was was it not Silver Lake? Was there another
That's
one?
where fucking Jason was killed.
I want to say what the walk with Jesus was.
Yeah, tell us.
So you might remember then.
'Kay.
Maybe it was just our school that did this.
Definitely your
It
school.
was like after dark on one of the nights. So it was
us.
dark. Then the teachers came like unexpectedly and like get out and like wake you guys up. I don't know if we weren't sleeping probably, but like they get you up and then they're like you come down like single file down like the corridor stairs and like into the chapel or whatever in the corner, and they had laid candles down like a airstrip, like candles all lining the sides. Like,
What the fuck is this?
Oh my
leading down the steps to the chapel or whatever. I don't remember too much other than like you would do that one by one. You're supposed to like walk slow and you're like walking with Jesus, and then you get to the chapel and they would hand you like a letter that was written by your parents, like just saying whatever. I don't know. They were just told your parents like,
Parents never have
write
written
a heartfelt
shit, bro.
letter, and so everyone would just sit by themselves, and kids were like crying and shit.
Wait, actually, wow.
Yeah, because kids were like reading.
We'd probably be fucking around.
My letter, I don't even remember what it really said, other than like something from like my
We have
dad
stew
being
at home
like,
for dinner.
we don't always see eye to eye, but like we love you. And I was like,
Oh, your parents gave you a letter.
yeah, they wrote a letter unknown to you and they gave it to the teacher, and then
Okay,
the teacher gives it to you.
that's
you
cool.
read it then.
I didn't get. I don't remember getting a letter at all. I don't know. Maybe my parents.
Your
Don't
My
dad
parents
didn't
wouldn't write a letter.
Your dad didn't fucking give a
my dad,
shit.
my dad didn't know where I was. He was
Where's
like,
Bruno?
Where's
He's
Bruno?
gone. Good. Continues eating steak.
Yeah, steak and rice.
Yeah,
It's
steak and
fine.
rice. Good.
No, I do remember that weird ass. There was 2 of them, I think. There was one.
wild.
There was one where I don't know if it was the exact same day, but I think it was 2 separate days. Where the one day they did that fucking weird, creepy, like that shit was out of a horror movie. I remember being so like, this is a cult type energy. They like single file line. You walk through this like corridor, and there's all these like dim lights. You're walking like single file, and they like timed you.
Yeah, it was like they sent one off,
Yeah.
and they don't send off the other one.
Yeah,
till that
they like
guy's all the
timed you
way-
like, okay,
all the way
walk,
gone.
and then you're walking down these creepy like old fucking like what it felt like an
Cathedral.
asylum, and
Yeah,
you're going down these
exactly.
halls, and then you just see this like crack of light down this like doorway, and you're just like see all these candles like lit up in these red little containers,
It's like a haunted house.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, it sounds like a haunted house.
you have your typical like Jesus music playing in the background, like, and it was just like
Even
I don't
scarier.
I don't think they did the letter thing with us. I definitely would have remembered that, but I don't know. Maybe they gave it,
Your letter was mean, so you repressed it.
or maybe it was an optional thing, and my fucking parents.
Bruno, I don't love you. Love dad.
Maybe it was an optional thing, and my parents are like too fob for that.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
they're like,
No,
but I
I
don't remember looking around people like opening letters. But either way, I remember sitting down and there was like some weird mass, and it was just like I remember looking down to other people, and they're like same look, like what the fuck is this? Like what the fuck is going on? And then there was another one where they did like an actual mass too. Then they talked about freaking some martyr and I don't know.
Some
Can we please rent out Mount Mary and do bits like
That'd be
recreate
good
this?
as fuck.
It was.
We just make it a horror.
Did they take
Where
you-
is it?
That'd be good.
Did they
Yeah,
take-
where is it?
I don't remember.
Did they
Don't
take you to
remember.
the fucking train and then take you to that shit water? The one that tastes like fucking eggs? What? It's
You
sulfur?
tasted shit water.
My
Yo,
favorite.
I remember this fucking solid prank. They made us go on a freaking 4-hour hike and definitely was not prepared. And then we get to this spot. They're like, oh, it's a great waterfall or something. It was like a fucking like 2-foot waterfall. And then they're like, oh,
Off
you-
the main sewer.
They're like, you can drink the water, but it's a little sulfuric, so it might taste like eggs. If you have the stomach for it, do it. So those weird kids are like, oh, fucking drink a whole water bottle of it. I'm just
Jesus
I'm like, this is like, I'm like, oh fuck, go for it. And you could smell it tastes like shit or smelled like shit. And I was just like,
toxic
I remember,
runoff.
I remember,
Yeah, toxic waste.
I remember being like, oh, do it or you're a pussy. I was like, all right, fuck it. And then I took a sip of it. I remember spitting it out instantly. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then they went on their whole spiel. I was just like, this is.
It's water.
And then
It was
oh,
actually the teacher who said it to Bruno. Do it, or you're a pussy. It was the teacher.
and I remember the food was whack. They gave us cheese sandwiches.
No.
Just
No.
cheese on 2 pieces of fucking
That's
sliced
actually
bread.
ghetto. That's abuse, yo.
It was abuse. I remember that. I was like, are you kidding me? And then they made you do.
Shut up, Siri.
And then I don't know. We're just going this. I'm trying to think of anything else. I think I got like, I don't know, maybe a couple boners.
Bonairs.
with the boys.
with the boys.
Jeez. With on Gizzy. With me and Gizzy.
Yo,
Gizzy and fucking
you
the
seeing
boys.
these girls in their PJs away from home, buddy? You're feeling all type of different, bro.
Yo.
But
Fuck. Yeah, I never went to any overnight camps. The only, I guess you were gonna hit out because you went to overnight camps as a kid, right?
Yeah, honestly, if you never did it, you missed out.
Part of school or separate school? You mean?
Separate, like summer camp.
Oh,
Overnight summer camp. Yeah.
So what was it like? What did you do? What was the food? Was it sick?
like, was it portrayed like the movies?
Yes.
Fuck.
Food was amazing.
Really?
Always, yeah. Always went back for seconds. Maybe it's because like I grew up like Asian and I was only eating Asian food at home, and then when I went to camp, I got to eat like American food. But like everyone loved the food.
Mac and cheese,
Yeah.
hot dogs,
Shepherd's pie, hot dogs,
yeah.
burgers, everything. And yeah, like you'd have activities throughout the day. Like you'd go do some archery for however long, and then your leader would take you, and then you go canoeing, and then you go kayaking, you go throw axes.
That's sick.
Is there overnight camps for adults? Should we
there's-
open one up?
There might be actually, and there's also
That'd be fun
times.
as fuck. A bunch of single people will go and they fucking. There's a camp.
Yeah, the sickest games were like when everyone in the camp played together. So like 100 people. So we played like Manhunt with 100 people.
That's
we
what
played
it
Cops
was.
and
That's
Robbers
amazing.
with 100 people.
That's
what it
what it
was.
was. Manhunt. Yeah.
It was so fun, man.
What was I trying to call it?
At night you'd be fucking around too. At night, like you try to sneak out and go like see the girls at their cabins, and then leaders would catch you and shit. But it'd be okay because who cares? You're not like you can't really get in trouble, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sick. It was like first
Okay.
taste of like living.
I'm
not at
gonna
home.
look into to see if we can like arrange this somehow. That'd be fun as fuck. I think that'd be a good business. I would do it.
They
I would
might
sign up.
might be ready yet.
Just pretend we're 18 and we go to.
18.
What do you mean?
Then we're
It's-
12 again.
What do you mean? It's
Everyone
just you
shakes
go to
their
they already have those. They're called all-inclusive resorts with $300 excursions.
No.
I want to play camp games.
I guess
though.
yeah.
let's
That's,
do it like
that is.
fucking
Let-
Canada.
Yo, we should go spring break. No, we're too old for that. Fuck.
What do you mean? we're too old for that?
Yes,
You're too old
It's
for
high
that.
school kids, bro.
What?
No,
High school
university, bro.
University.
Yeah, university kids don't really go to like.
Yes, they
do
do. In Florida, bruh.
Spring break.
Miami.
Spring
Bro, what do you mean?
Spring breakers, bro.
High school. Well, grade nines are going to fucking Mexico to get
You
fucking
can tell we're
blackout
Canadian.
drunk.
Yeah. Spring break's not that big
But-
here. We go to Grand Bend. Fuck.
Just something stupid that I thought of because you were talking about. So I never once did an overnight trip. I was like, actually, I didn't like it. I got like fucking homesick and shit. So I never did it. But one of the coolest
Homesick.
experiences.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
I
wait
was
to
a
get out.
baby.
I mean,
How am I supposed to wipe my own anus?
For real. I didn't even like. I think until like the 6th grade, my mom still like cut my nails. So I didn't know how to cut my nails. I was useless.
Wow.
Holy.
Did you pick your nose too?
No, my dad did with his dick. No, it was so I never went overnight, but I did have this one weird experience. So it was like,
Wait, pause. Like I know probably Zach did that type of stuff. You never wanted to join him,
no,
It's so fun.
I didn't.
really?
It's okay. Also, low key, like I valued my summers because like I'm an only child, right? So it was like I loved being home alone. Like
True,
the
true.
value of being home alone by myself. I could watch any fucking MTV show I wanted all day long. Like
Oh, 'cause your parents were at work.
Yeah, so
Ah,
that
I
to
see.
me was better than overnight camp because I was like a very solitary kid. Like I could entertain myself, so I didn't need. Or I didn't think I needed it. Now in hindsight, I think I would have loved it, but I just had like a lot of like friends around too. Like I had Graham and all those guys, so I was never really alone. But yeah, so I never did it. But I went to this one event and it was for like the gifted kids. So they fucking like pulled us all into an event. They
he
invited
calls
us.
it gifted. We call it special.
I think it was special, to be honest. I was a test subject, but it was like a meeting somewhere. It's like somewhere in the woods. It was a big conference area, and it was like 200 kids from a bunch of different schools. And I was in the 7th grade. And how it worked is you all sat 10 at a table, and there was 10 tables, and each table was like a country or whatever. And they kind of did so at the beginning, each table is now one unit, and you're gonna go around doing these events, and like whoever wins like the event or like the game gets the most money, and you got this like fictitious money, and you could use that money to buy dinner. So like we all, I guess I happened to be in like the tryhard group, and we all fucking went full tryhard mode, racked up like an unimaginable amount of fictitious money. And then when it came time to dinner, like it was like you could just order whatever, but you have to pay money. And so I had to pay with the Monopoly money. And I remember they had the best fucking garlic fingers I've ever had in my life, and we had so much excess that we were like, we had the show on like reload. We just get a basket, everyone would bust a garlic finger down, and then it would just be another one, and we keep paying. And I even got like fucking 10 baskets of garlic
Just
fingers.
balling out, yo.
So it was like that was sick because like you had like that was my first time tasting autonomy. It was like simulating adult life, and then we had the 100-person manhunt game, and it's like this is so cool. Like 100 people playing one game is. Yeah, it's unimaginable, man. It's
that's
so
how it
much
is
fun.
every
I'm just
day
like
at summer
thinking
camp.
back, but if you were the shit team, you just starve.
You literally
You deserve it.
One garlic finger basket, please. Yeah, you deserve it. Taught you. It was authentic. It was real life. You
real
fucking
life.
work your ass off or you don't eat.
Your team just slacked, so you're just like, can I get the burger that's 10 Monopoly points? I only have
No.
6. Well, you can choose from the ham sandwich or a slice of pizza.
A slice of Wonder Bread.
Mom, I don't like it.
Mom, I want to go home.
I wanna go home.
Overnight camp.
So wait, where was that again? Sorry, I blanked
It was
out.
just in some weird like nature area. I don't know.
No, but like what? Who hosted this?
Yeah, what is
I don't know. It was like some like lab study. I literally don't know. Like anytime I went to the
How
events,
old
it
were
was
you?
sus. Grade 7.
What?
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Unrelated
is this
from-
school?
You wouldn't know, Bruno.
Your
You wouldn't know. You
parents-
never
your-
went to the gifted events.
Your school sent you to this, or
Yeah. Yeah.
How many times did
Really?
they do a mandatory PP check
Oh,
on you?
school.
Way too much.
This guy's going to the sickest events. We have
Yeah,
to.
what the
Oh, our getaway was fucking church camp. Yeah, it was literally church camp. Like I now that I think about it, like fuck.
Have I ever talked about enrichment on the podcast?
No.
Fuck.
I think he went into like a little bit.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't fucking know. But it was just like a study, and then yeah, they would ship me off to a school, and fucking they'd just do a weird curriculum for 2 weeks, and you just be at the
What grade?
school. From grade
Pre-7,
2
right?
to 6.
Yeah, I think Raymond did that too.
Yeah.
You did it every year.
I did it every year. Yeah, they just like invited me back. But they also,
But you probably did like math games and stuff, right? Like nerdy
it
shit.
was nerdy shit. It was like I think they were just like testing like variable curriculum things and seeing how kids responded to it. I don't.
It was like one big
just
like
test subjects.
like one big fucking like shop, right?
Yeah.
Like pretty much what it is, like teacher shop. Where do they go when your teacher goes away and you have to have a substitute teacher because they're at a workshop and you're just like, yes, this is the best day ever.
It's
So
funny.
do you know they're just hungover from the night before?
There's
Now we're that age and we know what's actually
I would.
up.
Oh my god! Now in hindsight, I sometimes wish I could like remember. There has to be a day where like one of my teachers were just absolutely rocked from a hangover and just having the worst day ever. Like I want to know. Like obviously, as a kid, you don't notice
Oh,
it.
of course not. Yeah.
You don't.
I never
view
thought
it.
about that. Yeah.
You never thought about it, but like I would love to know like where it just like I had the craziest fucking bender. I can't hear. Like these kids are
Yeah.
bothering me.
Roll
like,
in the TV.
roll in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
TV.
Play some Bill Nye.
Roll on the TV, be like, I'm just gonna mark. I don't give a fuck about today. Like I guarantee you, because
Absolutely.
everybody has one of those days where you turn a regular beer, go up for a beer into like 5 shots of fucking Jaeger and like
or even
3-4
or,
pitchers.
Yeah, or even like you're just watching a good show and you're like, I can't stop watching this show and it's getting late and you're drinking
No.
wine or something, you know.
I want to go like tired, like late night type thing. I'm talking like I want to know if my teachers were like truly like
doing schneef at fucking 5
Yeah,
a.m. off the
just-
back of a Nintendo DS.
Those are the days they got a pep in their step and they got
Yeah.
laid. They got laid.
They got laid that night. Yeah.
Kicking the door.
I always had like older teachers. I never really had like any young hot teachers.
I remember my grade 4 teacher or grade 5. She was like fresh out of fucking school. I remember in hindsight, it was hilarious. I remember she was like 24.
Wow.
Yeah. So like, it was like, she was like right out of school. And I was just remembering it the other day. I was like, damn, like,
That's young.
right? I was-
24, like teaching me shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Right. Like I think about 24.
They don't know anything.
No experience, no life experience.
I remember thinking about 24-year-old me and I was just like, I couldn't teach shit.
Oh.
I'd be the fucking worst case. I'd be
I still can't teach shit. What do you mean?
So now I wonder if like maybe someone like her, maybe if she had like a couple like late wine nights with the girls and she was rocking like a hangover one day.
Oh, for sure.
It was just like, all right, this is just gonna be a fucking gym day /
Yeah.
movies.
Let's
for
go outside
science.
and everyone
Or even
pick
like
a spot,
think
read a
about
book.
it in like the goofiest way. Just like, let's say your teacher's like a 40-year-old man and he just fucked his wife for the first time this year in the morning, and he comes in, he's like, "It's a good day, kids. I'm bringing Bill Nye in the fucking goddamn thing." Like, yeah, it's always because as a kid you just can't conceptualize that your teachers are real people. They just
Yeah.
exist at school, and if you see them outside, you're like tripping. You're like, "What the fuck? What are you doing here? You exist in that room to teach me. You're not allowed out here."
Do you ever say hi to teachers outside of school?
I never really like encountered them to be completely honest. Like I never once
Yeah.
encountered a single teacher outside of school.
I don't think a teacher would recognize me. I feel like I wouldn't even recognize it. They're like high school, like Man, teachers like
Especially no. Now I'm talking like later, like earlier, like when you were fresh. Still, now I wouldn't even know.
There's like a handful of teachers I think that would recognize.
I remember like teachers from, like I might remember some teachers by their first like their last name like in elementary, but high school, absolute blank. Like
I could still name all my teachers.
I cannot name elementary at all, but high school, yeah.
No way.
Oh, I can name
No
elementary,
shot.
but
elementary
not high
school. Let me try.
Like grade 3, I
High
have
school,
no
there
idea.
were too many. I could name all my elementary school for sure.
Because high
Yeah.
school, I was actually like at least, I don't know. Yeah, no, I can't. Elementary, no shot.
Well, because my elementary school was small, and so there was pretty much one teacher for every grade, and that teacher was there like indefinitely.
Our school was so big, man. The one thing I fucking hated was split classes, and I was like in every fucking. I was like in a
Those
split.
are lame,
dude.
yo. I never
I
had
was in
that.
I remember, grade 1 and 2. I was the grade 2, older. Then grade 3. Then it was grade 4, and then it was, well, maybe it wasn't.
You just get like a shitty education, like
6,
it's
7.
somewhere in the middle. Has to cater to both.
Yeah, I just
true.
remember there was like I hated split classes, and I remember being in like I think half of the time I was in elementary school I was in split classes, and I was always in the higher grade, which is whack.
Yeah, I
because
was
like
the same.
you're because at least the way our grade like our graduating class was the high like if you were in a split class you was always with a smaller crew. Versus, and then you were with all the younger guys, and it fucking was whack because it'd be like, oh, there's the grade 8s, and then there's the 7/8s, and it's like I was with the 7/8s.
That
It's
sucks.
like that was whack. It was like in the 7/8s, I think it was like 10 or 12 of us. So it was just like grade 8 was like literally like it wasn't the same being with like your whole grade. So you'd only see them at recess or after school or
That
this or
sucks,
that.
man. I
you
think I
guys
was in
ever-
a 4 or 5 split.
Oh, are you?
Like
Yeah.
I was in grade 4, and we were with like some of the grade 5s.
Do you guys ever have a class at a portable?
Yeah.
Yes.
Class. Yeah,
I
no
never
way.
fucking had it. Yo,
The
fuck
portable.
that.
The portable was good.
Especially in winter, you would walk into a portable, it'd smell like shit.
yeah.
The winter boots and shit. Like
First,
Oh, yeah.
first,
That
Yeah, I
sound
never
of
had a
kids
portable.
piling in with their fucking boots
For-
and
yeah.
portable.
everything's salt on the
Yeah.
whole ground is salty.
yeah, I think mine was only in high school when I got a portable.
You had a portable in high school?
Dude,
Yeah.
Mary's has like,
Oh my
dude,
You
Mary's
didn't have a portable in high school. We was the same high school.
We had a bunch of them, but I
Never
didn't
got a
have
portable
classes
class?
there.
No.
Mary,
No.
Oh wait, I had drama class in grade 9.
Mary's had a West and E wing.
There's no portables at our high school.
Yes, there is.
Where?
There's 4 of them. I had an English class in the portable.
We had like 8.
I never had one.
Dude, Mary's had a West and East wing. The West wing was like, it was a mega complex. So it was like 8 portables confined together with one hall.
Wow, that's extra ghetto.
Yo, it was huge. And then the East wing was all separate, but it was like another like 8 or 9. It was because Mary's was like built so small for that neighborhood. Like when I first, it got a lot smaller, but in grade 9 and I think grade 10, we had 22 or 2,400 kids.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fucking crowded. I remember grade 9 going into high school being so overwhelmed in the halls. Like in grade 12, it got a little bit like less, but I remember in grade fucking 9, I was just like, I've never seen so many fucking kids.
I went from an elementary school with under 200 kids to Benny's that had like 1,500 kids.
Really?
Oh, that's
Was it a bit like shocking at first? Or you'd be like, holy fuck, this is
completely
scary.
shocking.
Because we
And,
had junior high, which is like a good tester. You learn to like switch schools for the first time.
And out of my 30 kids, probably half of them went to the high school, and the other half
see,
went to
a different one, right?
PHS, the
Yeah.
Preston High
Oh,
School.
so that was different with us. Like literally, I remember from our class, I think like 90% went to Mary's, and then the other 10% probably went to like sprinkle to either Huron or Res.
Okay, wait. We got a
Tran.
only
Mission.
Position?
Mission.
What's that? The Bobby Lee one? You guys not seen that?
The clip?
Which one?
Yeah, the clip where he's like, when I was a child, for a whole summer, I was brutally molested by a guy with Down syndrome.
Oh, yeah. Was that true?
I think so.
I think so. I think
You
it's
can
real.
never tell when he's being like.
He's told it multiple times, so I think it was real.
That's insane.
Probably just like grabbing his dick or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so uncomfortable.
That's fucked. Yeah, what, so the thing that always comes to mind when I think about, high school is that I'm so grateful for going to high school in Canada, in our town, because schools only got like 2,000-3,000, right? But sometimes when I see like videos or people in the States, those high schools, I think I would have been like a radically different person. I mean, obviously, of course I would be, but I'm just saying the experience is so radically different in America. I'm talking like 10,000, 20,000 person high schools. They have full stadiums. They have fucking like the sports team. I wouldn't have played basketball. I would have gotten cut from the team. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
facts.
you're
Our
just-
sports
you're just-
here in Canada is so much worse
Shittier,
compared
yeah.
to States. I definitely would have got cut.
And it's because of the population. Like there's just the high schools are just that much bigger, and like the people in that town care about high school sports, which is weird.
Like good schools and bad schools. And
Yes,
shit
yes,
schools and-
yeah,
Because you went to that school and you probably represented that school, so then it's like cool, right?
yeah.
I don't give a fuck
Yeah, I don't
about
care
Mary's
about
High
fucking
School
I don't give a
football.
shit.
No, fuck you. Then I'm gonna go back because I went to that school. We'll stand in the cold with
Yeah, I
40
don't-
other
I
parents.
don't give a fuck. But that
Um,
is it's insane. Go ahead.
Rank elementary, high school, post secondary.
Post secondary, the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, 3, 2, 1. Like, how do you rank them?
Post
As far as
second,
what? Enjoyability.
Ranking.
post secondary, high school, elementary.
This isn't a freaking. I don't know. You don't have to go into detail. Just 3, 2, 1. Like,
high school, post-secondary, elementary.
so high school highest rated, secondary lowest rated.
No, elementary lowest rated.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Post-secondary was fun. Yeah, elementary I don't even remember, bro. Like, fuck.
I don't know. They all have their pros and cons. I can't.
And I was
say.
too young to do anything.
I
cool
ruled
in
the school in
elementary.
elementary school. It was like part of the cool crew. And
Yeah.
So it was fun, but is that like, kid fun?
That was fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. Yeah,
Like, I feel like it's an inherently easy question that you're really trying to make more out of.
I don't know.
This isn't a job interview where you gotta you're pressed to try and make 15 minutes work in a 1 minute question.
Okay, maybe then elementary school,
Okay.
post secondary, and then high school.
Okay.
that's the worst.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm definitely post secondary, elementary, high school last.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, because he lived away from home for post-secondary.
Yeah,
That's
so-
definitely why.
So that was that. And
lived
then,
at home.
And then elementary school because I was such a shithead. It was just like I absolutely just did whatever the fuck I wanted and didn't care. And then high school, like,
I actually had like freedom and I was like adult to do like more fun shit,
Yeah.
you know?
high school has its pros and cons, but I felt
some
like
money.
it was just like high school had its moments, but I wasn't as involved in high school as most other people were. Like with like clubs, events, sports, this and that. I
I
kind of
don't think many people were involved. I wasn't. Like,
Yeah.
unless you were like had an older brother or something. Maybe.
9
I
and
don't
10,
know.
I didn't do anything. I again, didn't have like that many friends because we went with only like 9 or 10 kids, and maybe you didn't even have them in all your classes.
I like
and it was everything was completely new. I was like overwhelmed grade 9 and 10.
I was just like I wasn't a floater, but I was just like I got along with everybody and it was okay and everything was okay, but I just felt like there was any super highlights. Like I don't know. Like
I found a good group of friends in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only found them like later in high school.
Yeah.
Definitely had more fun like when I was old, like grade 11 and 12 than 9 and 10.
And then grade 11, I also started to that's when I tried weed, and then I was starting to be a
Whoa,
little more
whoa.
like care less about school, be a little more badass. Like grade 9, it was like, dude, I can't be late for class. Grade 11's like, dude, let's skip third. Fuck yeah. Let's
So
go.
I was like, I would say I was flipped, but like grade 9 and 10, absolute degen. Like the transition of like carrying the degeneracy of like elementary school and actually bringing it to high school was just like a fucking huge jump. And then I remember grade 11 and 12, I was like, gotta get my shit together or I'm gonna end up
I'd
like,
love to see your student record to see what teachers wrote about you.
holy fuck. It's
I wish
probably
I could- I
archived.
wish I could see
No,
mine.
it's archived somewhere.
I think it is.
My
They have
mom,
to do it for
my
like a-
mom.
I
Well,
have my
well, not
report
'cause
card
of-
somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, not because of that, but I genuinely think my mom has like a stash of like report cards and pictures.
Oh, I have my report cards. I'm talking about like your secret file, the stuff only teachers see. Because obviously, every time you went to a new grade, there was a file written about you, and that's what people don't think about. That's why it's like I always feel like I coasted off of the inertia of my past good personality and good grades. So teachers would get a report and go, Patrick gets straight A's, very good kid, and they would just go, okay, he gets straight A's, and like my work wouldn't be as scrutinized because they just expect me to do it. So it's like whatever. Whereas I feel like my writing wasn't good enough. It's like sometimes I felt like I wrote chicken scratch and I couldn't even read my own writing. And then they'd give me like a perfect mark and I'm like, there's no way you could read this. I can't even fucking read it. I wrote it. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like, yeah. But then on the other side, then you have a bad file. And then even if you go to a new grade, people already have a preconceived notion of you. And then that sucks. Because even if you want to do a change.
I have no idea about that.
I don't know. Do the teachers care that much?
Yes. Think about
No,
your
you
work,
were-
right?
you
Think
were-
about gossip, right?
No.
Imagine that.
No, I feel like when you're in a higher,
Yeah, like
like
90 kids.
Still.
wait, are we talking? Are we talking
bad ones and the good ones?
Are we talking about?
Swiping
Are we talking
through the
about?
profiles? No.
Yeah, you left,
Are we talking
right,
about
left,
elementary
right.
school or high school?
All of it. All throughout. It carries throughout the whole thing.
That's cool.
You have one record. Permanent record.
They didn't give a fuck about that. My permanent record says it was a fuck show, but he made it through.
It'll never
I
amount
hope
to
it
anything.
came up like an elementary school. Like the teachers would sit down and then your mug shot would go off and they'd be like, Marcus, your stats coming out like fucking absolute DJ.
On the overhead projector, they would put a piece of paper.
Yeah, won't pay attention to class. We'll be talking.
Yeah.
Yo, how did you guys ever write on the overhead projector on the clear piece of paper?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yes.
how nice was it writing with that pen?
was
or that little
satisfying as
marker?
fuck.
Yeah.
That's
But
so ghetto, man. Overhead projector. What the fuck?
Did you guys ever have a smart
Genius,
board?
though.
I think it was like
Later
grade
on,
8,
like university.
grade 5. Our school had one smart board and it
Were
went to
you
the
young?
grade 5 class.
Oh, you're talking
And
about
we
like
had,
that.
like,
I know exactly
a
what you're
giant
talking
plasma screen.
It
You
was
had,
literally
like,
a plasma.
pens you could
That
go on
shit
and
was
touch
so
screen.
laggy.
Yeah,
it was
You'd write,
AIDS
you'd write a
technology.
line and it'd be like,
But back
And I was
then it
like-
was sick.
Yeah.
it was.
We had one in the whole school and it went to like our grade 5 class.
Oh, that's sweet. That's awesome.
But yo, like now that we're older, nothing beats like writing on chalk, yo. Like chalk feels
It
good.
is satisfying.
Like you make that loud
Bro.
sound every stroke you hit. Like with
I
the marker.
fucking loved chalk. I remember but I hated
You
cleaning
gotta wipe
it.
off your hands after.
You guys
Yo,
ever
yeah.
eaten
My
chalk?
OCD was impossible.
I've eaten chalk.
What?
The fuck?
It was like the thing in our high school. The grade 10 teacher would make everybody eat chalk.
Grade 10.
The science
Grade
teacher.
10.
And she's like, it's pure calcium. And she goes and it's like, she's like, if you have the balls, and she just takes and she's like, and just eats it. And then like she
Actually?
invites the students to come up.
What?
And you go and
We-
eat
Is
it.
it actually pure calcium?
That was not in the
pure
curriculum, bro.
No,
Yeah,
it's not. It's
We
just
cut
like
a
thing.
little.
It's
We
like
cut a little
known thing.
pig open or a frog open. We didn't.
yeah,
eat
frog.
chalk.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't do any
Yeah,
of those
she ate
classes.
that too.
You didn't do biology. What were you?
We cut up with the frog and then took it to home ed class and cooked it.
What was your favorite class in high school?
Gym, bro. What?
Was it gym?
Yeah, no questions asked.
I did like gym.
Okay, what about non-gym?
Yeah, non-gym.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't even rate. Gym
Oh,
was
gym was my shit.
Gym was fun.
You know what? I liked gym, but in high school, I was more concerned about like, talking to girls, So I wanted to not go have gym because it would ruin my hair and I get sweaty. Didn't want to be sweaty all day.
There was one year where I had first period gym,
Yeah, that was
second
it.
period sociology.
I fucking hated it.
I
go sweaty as shit.
I
Yeah,
either
yeah.
came late, like 5 minutes, and like I had to tell teacher, I'm like, dude, like I don't have time to shower. It would literally be like,
Wait, you
boom,
guys
okay,
shower
everybody
in
get to
gym?
the change
Yeah,
rooms,
wait.
and then within a minute there was like the bell ring.
Did people shower at your
people
school?
shower
No one showered at
in
our school.
high
No one
school?
showered.
Showers
Most of the
didn't even
time
work.
I didn't, and I would be, but I
had
sweat a
showers.
lot, so I would be drenched and sweating, and I would.
I
I
remember.
went to class.
I didn't really care
drenched.
back then,
Yo.
but like nowadays, I think
Deodorant
probably I
on my
probably
whole
smell
body.
so
Yo,
bad.
I remember that. I remember like repressed memory of like not working as hard because both in grade 9 and 10 I had first period gyms.
Yeah.
And I absolutely hate it. I remember trying to switch it so much, but but I couldn't. And I was like, fuck. I'm like, because dude, you'd wake up and it's sick. Your first class is a gym class, so you're not doing fuck all, which is amazing. But
Sometimes you're tired though.
and
Yeah.
sometimes you're tired, but whatever. It wasn't whatever. For me, it was like, bro, we're gonna fucking play dodgeball, get sweaty as shit, and then fucking have to like go to all our other classes. It was I hated it.
Why would
It
they put first period gym? It's so dumb.
was so dumb. It was. I remember they both grade 9 and 10. I was cheese, but okay.
never had that.
Non gym. What was your favorite class? You're just like, oh, fucking calculus
Business.
business.
Really? Business?
Well, I enjoyed business the most. However, I
Was it the people? Was it the people or the
No,
course?
I just thought that the
class.
the class was interesting enough. Like it was just like bit like first year. I didn't really like accounting or anything like that.
You talking about high school?
High school, yeah. But I think my favorite overall class in terms of like the competitiveness, I love math because math was objective. So it was like I had a couple of friends who we all like wanted to be the best. So it was like all that was to me was like just like ranked competitive class. Like I show my grade to you, you show me your
guy
grade.
with the smart
Whoever does the
kid,
best,
yeah.
like fucking wins.
Patrick definitely cheated.
I never cheated in math. I I wanted to. I should have, but I never cheated in math.
You didn't need to. You got
I didn't need
9
to. I didn't need
anyways.
to. I didn't need to. I actually like.
did you always
I had a
win?
good. I won. Yeah.
What was your PV? What's
So
your,
it,
what's your PVP?
It was actually sick. He would give out little slips with like your code, and then they just uploaded the grades online. That was like the first time they started putting grades online, and I'd always
remember that.
check to make sure that my grade was the highest.
Yeah.
And there was one time for like half the year where my grade wasn't the highest, and I was like, "Who the fuck is
Yeah, you never
XBYG?"
knew.
And I'm talking to all my friends, and it's none of them. And I'm like,
It's one of
who's
the smart
the
girls.
secret? Who's
it's
the
one of the smart girls in the class.
No, yeah, there was like a secret smart kid. I was like, who the fuck? And then they fell off L plus ratio later. I think it was a fluke, but
PVP ranking went down, bro. His ELO
His
ranking,
ELO went to
his
shit.
ELO went to shit.
I just like that competitive aspect to it. I really like
well,
that.
fuck
yeah.
math. I didn't like math. I used to love math. I
Yeah,
remember in elementary school, I was probably like top 2 or top 3 in math. Slava sees this, he's gonna laugh at me. But that was probably like pre-grade. That's probably pre-grade 8 because like. But I remember like all throughout from like grade 1 to grade like 6, it was like. I was like the king shit at math. I remember the same thing, the competitiveness. You get that like fucking sheet that says like the 1 by 10, and you have to do like all your multiples. I remember it was a fucking race. The second the pen, like it was like the pencil, we look at each other and then when they said go, I'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4,
I
6,
suck
6,
so
8,
bad at that.
10, 12.
I had them
I remember
memorized.
I remember going
I
like
did not.
hyper speed. It wasn't even a matter of getting it right. It was a matter of how fast you could do it to the point, and then it'd be everything else. Like I was like
You guys didn't memorize your times tables?
I still don't have it fucking memorized.
I
What
forget
are you
them now,
talking?
but,
You
like,
forgot?
Of course I forgot them.
I remember-
But I had them memorized for when I needed them.
I remember like debunking cross multiplication. Like we were
Bruno solves cross.
like it was funny because like we were doing some sort of like easy math and I just like started telling I was like telling my teacher like what if we do it like that and like that and like that and he's like you're not wrong, it's cross multiplication but like
Bro's a
you learn
math
he's like but like technically you learn that in like grade 9 in high school. I was like, oh, this just way easier than the fucking long ass fucking stupid way you're teaching us. And he's like, yeah, you'll get there. I remember feeling so OP. I was like, I fucking broke.
Too much power.
I was like, I broke the system. Like I'm like actually too above. And then I don't know, then grade 7, 8, I went through puberty and I stopped giving a fuck about math. Pussy was on my mind at that point. Pussy.
Yo, I remember one time feeling super OP. I don't remember what class it was, unfortunately. It must have been some type of science class, but during a test, there's a question I did not know how to answer. Could not answer it, right? So I'm like, what the fuck do I do? And then I somehow thought of a way where I like put my hand up, asked the teacher a question, and I got like part of the answer. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm so smart right now. You know, like the teacher probably was actually just trying to help me.
Yeah.
And I'm not like outsmarting him, but at that moment, I'm like, holy fuck, I'm gonna ace this test. I'm so smart.
Dude, I still remember, I think it was in grade 9 or 10. Although I was still a shithead, I still had that powerful math back in my mind. And I remember we had a test and it was like, remember those tests where it was like, oh, the answer's worth like 2 marks, but showing your work is worth 1.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I remember I just was like, they're like, once you're done your test, you're actually free to go, blah, blah, blah. And I remember at one point I was just like, well, fuck this. I just like put all the answers and I just took the L and on the showing on the work and I just fucking bounced.
Dipped.
I just dipped. And I remember I stood up and I left and everyone was like, the fuck? How do you do that so fucking fast with showing his work? And then they all asked me like, Bruno, how the fuck did you crank that? I was like, I didn't show my work. I don't know. I'm just going to walk away with a fucking 60%.
Hopefully you got everything
I'm
right.
just going to walk with a 66 and I'm happy. I'm like, I have shit to do. I don't give a fuck.
I remember being on both sides of that, where like I would, on some tests, I'd be the first to leave and be like, okay, I got this. I crushed it, you know, and I just leave early. But some tests where I'm like one of the last. And like when you're near the end and there's only like a couple people, like 4 or 5 people left, everyone that gets up, you're looking at them because you're like, I don't want to be the last one. No way I'm going to be the last one, you know? Yeah.
I was always like middle of the road.
Always middle, yeah.
Really? No, I remember like being going up first was always like, again, it never really happened too much in high school because that's when like I didn't really care about like education that much. But I remember in elementary school, I remember it was like a power move. Like you would know it's just like, oh, so-and-so went first. Okay, they're first. Who's next? Yeah. And then it's like
Coming up next.
second. And then you see third. Like, and it's just like, and in elementary school, everyone was like all in the same ballpark. So it was like a matter of like, I don't know if it was about grades or more about like getting who can get the test done first type energy. And it was just like, okay, fuck. If you get it done first, you're fucking smart. You could be wrong, but I don't know.
Best class, hospitality.
What'd you learn?
Yo, that was a good class.
Just that's like cooking class, right?
No way. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
skipped that.
It was
I
just
had that
fun.
in high school.
Like they separated at the very beginning. They separated you into a group of 4, and they're like, "This is your group of 4 for the whole semester." And I just had a sick group, and so it was just like fun. You just fucked around. The teacher was chill. She like let you fuck around, whatever. And
you're,
just
like, cooking
cook.
and
Yeah, you're
shit.
cooking. You're in the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Easy ass class, get a
some
fucking A+.
days they're like, yeah, we're in the computer lab today. Sick, not doing anything.
Fuck, that is sick.
So it was
Dude,
just
I
like a
remember,
fun
yeah,
class.
my, what was it called?
Hospitality.
Hospitality class. We had all the boys in it, yo. It was so fun. We'd just be whipping up food and then like at the end, no one wanted to do the dishes. We're all like rock, paper, scissors, who does the dishes and that shit.
So
That was a good class.
mine will definitely be automotive class.
I never took auto. I wish I
Man,
did.
auto was just the boys in the garage.
Yeah.
Not even working, just boys in the garage, like sitting on
Beers
like,
in high school.
yeah, like literally the only thing missing was beers.
Beers, yeah.
Literally sitting on like steel stools, like on like the fucking sheet metal tables, and just like chatting shit for a while. Sometimes work on a car, maybe change a tire here and there, but it was just a lot of fucking around. And it was just like, it just felt like the closest thing to like the boys in the garage, just fucking around, just chilling. I enjoyed all the, and like that's the thing. I remember in grade 11 and 12, it came to the point where it was like, I'm just gonna do classes that like give me credits for the least amount of work. So like,
I min-maxed high school.
dude, I min-maxed high school. Like I remember there was one semester, it was auto workshop, no gym, construction workshop, auto, and then like welding or like millwork.
The underachiever started
So
kicking, bro.
yo,
I wish
Those are the
I-
basement classrooms.
dude, they are the basement classrooms.
Yeah,
They are the basement
Them shits
classrooms.
is always in the
I was
basement.
never down there, unfortunately.
Dude, it
I wish
was
I
the basement classrooms or the first floor for us. And I just remember I remember those days I would wake up and be like, I'm gonna be late for gym. I'll make it to second. I'm like walking halfway late to second. Oh, it's lunch. I'm just gonna go to lunch. And then I'm gonna make it to third. And then I'm just like, I'm just gonna walk home early. Just go home. And then, dude, the best part.
What the hell did your parents say, man? Like,
I always passed. It was kind of whatever. Hey, I got my
you graduated,
I
yeah.
graduated, and then I remember one time the funniest and the reason why I loved auto so much was at the end of it. My teacher literally came up to me at the end of the class, and he did it to all the students, and he sat down, and he was just like, "What do you honestly deserve in your grade?" I'm like, "It's like I think I deserve an 80," and he's like, "Bruno, I think you have to be a little bit more realistic." I was like, "Okay, I'll settle with a 70, but like that's the lowest I'll go."
I love how that's how auto teachers grade
Yeah,
you.
I'm like, I'll take a 70. You know, I was showing up at least 70% of the time. And then he's just like, all right, that's fair. And then that was literally how I got a 70 in auto once. And I was
hilarious. I only got 70
I
once,
think my
bro.
grade 11
Oh shit.
so anthropology teacher like was like that, but it was basically like I didn't.
What
I
is anthropology?
I didn't attend this class like 2/3 of the
studying
time.
ants?
I would just skip this class specifically and go
just
fuck around. And he knew that. And there was times where like I was like, I'm gonna skip and chill in the library. And then that day, the whole class was coming down to the library for the period, and he just like walked by me, like, "Hey, Marcus." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I knew we were down here today." Like, and at the end, like it was basically I probably could have failed, and he was just like, "I'll pass you. What do you want? Like, what mark do you want?" I was like a 50.
Wow, I've never got that.
Okay,
Now-
that's fine.
Fuck.
Yo, you know what class?
But it was like not because I'm like I literally just didn't go ever and didn't do. Probably my final project didn't do this. Didn't do
Jesus Christ.
Man.
I never did that.
There was a shift from grade 10, 11, like hardcore, try, do good, all good grades, take all the smart classes. And then in grade 11, I was like, dude, none of this matters. Like, I don't care. Fuck it. We're stupid.
Yo,
I was the opposite. Yeah, I was the opposite.
Did you
I wish in grade 9 and 10, I took like wood shop and I took like other classes.
Fun classes?
I actually
No.
might have learned. I would have taken like art. I was actually good at art. back
art
in the
was
day.
so much fun, and that's exactly where I was alluding to. That was in grade 12, and that was peak. Like I'm like half foot out the door, like I'm ready to fucking leave. And I remember art class actually suckered me in, and I like had actually a lot of fun doing a lot of the art projects and painting. I was like, damn, I actually was like showing up to class. I remember I was doing like this like big mural painting, like actually sizable. I don't know where. I think it's still in my bedroom. I hope it is. And
This man's actually amazingly talented
It's
at art.
that's it right there.
yeah, it was like a big mural, and I remember like I remember I'd get excited. I would see like whatever it was, like maybe 145 or 149. It was some obscure ass fucking timings, but I remember it was like I would get kind of like excited because I was like ready to work on it to try and finish it. And I remember spending like a solid month on it. And I was like, fuck, it was actually really rewarding. I was like one of the classes that actually suckered me in, where it wasn't like, oh, I work on this car. I'm like, want me to do manual labor?
Yeah, I don't want
For
to do any
free?
of this. Yeah.
I'm like, no, I know how to change a tire. I'm good. I'll do it once. I don't have to
Free
do it twice.
oil change at the high school. That's so
My high school
literally-
was so different. Like you said, you're 1 foot out the door. Like I didn't even want to leave on my last day. I remember like chilling in the halls with my friends.
Yeah.
And we're like, fuck, man. We gotta leave.
was
Like at
bittersweet,
grade 12,
man,
like
yeah.
graduating, like we didn't even want to leave, really, man.
Yeah. It's a wild. I guess we can cut it there. There's so much more to go into depth about so much shit. The guy, yeah, we'll fucking talk about it later. But that was a good one, boys. Thank you. Episode 25. Peace.
Peace.
All right, next person show up. Next person show up.